Act 3. I get off the plane and I immediately go to this cafe in Marin County, California, where I had lived for 9 years. Happens to be La La Land. People make fun of it as La La Land. La La Land, why? Because it's gorgeous. It's pretty, entitled, let's say. It's definitely mostly upper middle class and beyond. And it's got beautiful roads. It's got incredible weather. It's, an ideal place. And it's just north of San Francisco, just over the Golden Gate Bridge. So I find Robert, who is a good friend of mine. We used to play softball together. Or maybe it was hardball. No, it was softball. And he was divorced by that time. I was already divorced. And we're sitting, and Robert's got a great sense of humor. He's from England. And I start telling him the story, and he is laughing his head off. He's just laughing, really laughing. And he says to me, at the end of the story, he says, Johnny, you got to start writing this. You got to write this story. And somehow I hadn't thought of that, even though I love to write. So I said, you are correct, Robert. And I immediately knew that I was going to start writing immediately tonight. Why? Because I was going to one of the most magical places in California, maybe one of the most magical in the world. It is a Zen retreat center, a Zen Buddhist retreat center. And it's a combination community and kind of monastery, and it has guest rooms, and it has communal dining room with some of the best food ever, and it has a farm. And it's located in a gulch. It's called Green Gulch Farm, because there's all these mountains around it. And then on the other end, you walk about 100 yards past these horses and a farm, and you arrive at the Pacific Ocean. Okay, what could be better than that? So I go to the guest room, and guest rooms are so immaculate. So you might know that Zen architecture is minimalist. It's minimalist, so that there's no clutter at all, none. So I'm laying in bed, and I know that in the desk or in the table next to the bed, in every top drawer, is what? In a regular hotel, what would be located in there? The Bible. But instead, in these drawers are located one of the most famous Zen books written in the United States in English called Zen Mind, Beginner Mind. Zen Mind, Beginner Mind. By the guy, the Zen Buddhist monk, who came to the United States back in the 50s and brought Zen Buddhism to the United States. Really brought it. And guess what state he went to? Okay, did he go to Idaho? Did he go to Alabama? Did he go to Arkansas? No, he went to California, obviously. And by the time he had died, which is years later, he had established at least 3 or 4 or 5 retreat centers. There was a bakery, all kinds of stuff, and a movement. He had created a movement. And I had been turned on to that movement from staying at the place and just being hungry for something new and needing it. Needing to do what Uncle Sal said, needing to know my limits. So I read some of the book, I did a little meditation, and I let it go and recognized that, like Uncle Sal said, I had had a great, meaningful day in my kishkis. Thank you, Uncle Sal.
That you can live by and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams. The one they picked, the one you know by.